Assalamu alaikum. Hello, dear friends. This is one of a series of videos about hospital policies and procedures, which are written instructions on how staff members do different processes. Policies are general rules that govern our performance, and procedures are sequential steps on how we do it, and the responsible person for each step. We can update these rules when we have new standards to follow. In this video, we will talk about the policy of crash cart. For more videos, please visit my Facebook page, Healthcare Quality, and my YouTube channel, Dr. Hassan Kamel. If you like it, please support me with follow and likes. This policy is applicable to all departments of the hospital. The purpose of this policy is 1. To ensure standardization and control of crash cart medications and other contents and ensure their protection from loss and theft. 2. To ensure immediate and easy access to instruments, equipment, supplements, and emergency medicines in response to cardiopulmonary arrest. Definitions. 1. Crash cart is the cart containing the medications of emergency nature used during a code blue or green. Code blue or green is the term used over the public address system to summon assistance for patients in full or impending cardiac or respiratory arrest. Expiration date, if an actual date is not provided by the manufacturer, the expiration date for injections is considered the last day of the listed month. Policy statement. This policy of our hospital is to implement unified crash carts covering all the hospital areas with regular checking and replacement systems. Procedures and responsibilities. 1. Type and model of crash cart. The type and model of crash cart described here in this policy is Metro Lifeline CO5 990A. 2. Indications of use for crash cart. In all cases of code blue or green or trauma by the healthcare practitioner. 3. Areas of distribution of crash cart. Crash carts should be available in all caregiving areas as follows. And this is done by the CPR committee. 4. Contents of crash cart. Arrangement of items and availability of adequate supplies of emergency drugs, equipment, and medication supplies inside all crash carts are a must according to a standard list. Left stand, defibrillator with connecting lead set. Right stand, bag valve mask, all sizes, stethoscope, emergency drug dosing calculation lists. Right side, user side, sharps disposal container, disposable gloves, 1 box, oxygen tank and regulator. Front surface, cardiac board. In the upper surface, we should have all these injections. In the first drawer, we should have all these medications. In the second drawer, we put this equipment and supplies. In the third and fourth drawers, we arrange these instruments and supplies. And in the fifth drawer, we also have these supplies and medications. General rules. The crash cart contents are standardized all over the hospital facility and approved by the CPR committee and are as per Ministry of Health standards which follow American Heart Associations. The dosing guidelines for adult children and infants for all the approved medicines are provided by the pharmacy and distributed to all areas having crash carts. Keep the crash cart in place, accessible for all and could be taken easily without any interference or difficulty. All staff in the unit should be well oriented with the contents and use of crash carts. Clean and disinfect instruments and equipment after each use. Non-disposable items must be sterilized after each use. In case of a second code happens at the same time in the same area, nearest crash cart could be brought and used. A second fiber optic laryngoscope set, sterilized, is to be kept in ward-safe books and to be placed in the crash cart if the first set is used during a code and sent for sterilization. Randomized checking visits will be conducted on bi-weekly or monthly basis for all the crash carts in all areas by 1 or 2 members of the CPR committee. Checking of crash cart contents. An approved standard checklist of the contents is kept in a folder on the crash cart and includes the medication name and the quantity on hand by the assigned nurse. The standard quantities of drugs will be stocked in the crash cart and securely locked with a serial number on the seal to protect from abuse, loss, and theft. by the assigned pharmacist and nurse. Crash card should be kept locked at all times. Integrity of locks to be checked during crash card checks and documented with lock number. Crash card contents must always be complete and should be checked immediately after each use and on monthly basis. All equipment and medical supplies should be in proper order and functioning properly. This is done by the assigned nurse. The assigned nurse also, using the crash card checklist form, list of items should be checked at the start of each shift. Periodic preventive maintenance should be maintained for the defibrillator by the biomedical personnel with attention to next checking date. According to the monthly inspection schedule, the assigned pharmacist will check the crash cart for neatness, quantity, and expiry date and storage conditions of the medications and make sure that it is securely locked. Replacement of crash cart medications. During the monthly inspection, any medication within 2 months of expiration date shall be exchanged immediately by the pharmacist and assigned nurse. If the pharmacy doesn't have any longer expiration date due to shortage in the market, the purchasing pharmacist will be notified to try to purchase the required medication as soon as possible. Meanwhile, the nurse will have permission to use the current medications with their valid expiration dates until a new batch is received. Nursing staff will get replacement of all used crash cart medications from emergency medication kit brought by the pharmacist or pharmacist technician immediately after end of each code by filling the drug order form for used drugs. Both the concerned nurse and the pharmacist who have checked the completeness of the crash cart shall sign the request form. We have two attachments of this policy. One, crash cart medications logbook, 1 page, and two, crash cart content checklist form, 3 pages. Approval of each policy is usually done by the preparing person, recommended by the department head, reviewed by the nursing supervisor, and approved by the quality director, medical director, and hospital director. Thank you.